blacksmith and see if there are any like brass knuckles or claws or anything that I can buy to equip.
He has an impressive array of knuckles for you to choose from.
Oh yay! Let's find the ones that look like they might hit the hardest.
They are a spiked, sparkly, pink pair of knuckles.
Spiked, sparkly pink knuckles.
What?
Spiked, sparkly pink knuckles, my favorite kind.
Is this where you're gonna create your custom dragon tooth punching gloves?
I mean, no, that will come later.
No, you need more teeth for it, right?
Yes.
Don't worry, we'll get you those teeth.
Okay, but yes, he says he's going to charge you 2 gold for the knuckles.
I will pay 2 gold for said knuckles. I'm not even going to try to haggle.
I would like to go to.
Do we have them for each hand? Is it a matching set or just one hand?
It's a matching set.
That's a smart
Sweet.
question. That's a
What are
smart
those
fucking
listed
question.
under?
What?
What would those be listed under?
There should be a brass knuckles option that I'm aware of. Let me check it out. Whoop.
I'm not seeing brass knuckles.
Yes.
Try Knuckle Duster.
No.
What? Oh, they're not in there. Damn. Let's see what is an equivalent weapon.
Can I have a rust bag of tricks? I made the mistake of looking at wondrous items.
They're thinking it counts as a club, so you can just put it in there as a club. That way you'll be able to roll for it.
Okay. And would I put each hand separately?
Yeah, if you're planning on either hitting with both or hitting with one at a time.
Yes. I'm good with that.
Had somebody else asked me a question?
I wanted to go to Magic Man.
Oh, okay. Approaching his shop, you notice that the door is swinging open in the breeze.
Which is different than normal, I'm assuming.
Yes, normally it's shut.
Okay, I'm going to stealth up there to take a look in.
Okay. Roll for stealth.
I rolled a nat 1.
Well, you trip in the dirt and fall face first in front of the door. But the good thing is, it's empty. There's no one inside. He has packed up and left town completely.
He left
Yes.
with my dragon blood.
Yes.
That rat bastard.
I'm gonna start looking around to see if anything was left behind.
Unless you gave the excess that I gave you to him, you should have more.
Oh yeah, I do have more, but he got 7 vials from me, that little bastard.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of, I would like to make my way over to the general goods vendor,
Okay.
and I would like to acquire me a couple of barrels.
A couple of barrels. Okay, barrels full of something or empty barrels?
Empty barrels that could be used to hold liquid.
So he tells you, well, I could give those to you, but you'd probably have to wait until the day after tomorrow because I got to unpack some things. Or you could try the tavern, see if they have some empty ale casks.
Okay, making my way over to the tavern to see if he has any food that are available.
Really expected you to say making my way downtown.
I
Walking.
was thinking about it. Base is passed and I'm barrel bound.
Clerk wants to kind of walk out and just look around and see if he can find the party.
Holy shit. So does homie have some barrels for me?
He does. He does.
Ooh.
He just says, here, your buddy finished them this morning.
Okay. How many does he have?
He's taking Claire's empties.
How many does he have that he's given me?
He's giving you 3.
Ooh. Okay. I toss him a gold coin and thank him for the barrels.
All right.
And then I shove them into my bag of holding.
Oh, that's going to
Because
be...
I think that's going to be hilarious.
Holy mother of fuck. The wondrous items are cool as shit.
Yeah, they are.
I really want a fucking rust bag of tricks, because if you roll an 8 on the D8, you can summon a brown bear to be your friend.
Aw.
Can you name it Smokey?
The other options
Can
for
it be
that,
an infernal brown bear named Smokey?
I mean, like, it's friendly to you and your companions, so whenever he comes out, yeah. If I could ever get my hand on one.
No, you just need to find something that will pull out elephants so I can chuck them at things.
Would a giant elk work? That's in the gray bag of tricks.
I could beat a mofo with an elk.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and hope we go roll an 8 and summon out our collateral damage.
Ready?
Okay. So it doesn't actually let me stick them in the bag of holding in the system, but I'm assuming they would be able to go in there, right?
Yeah, just squish them in.
Okay. Not to brag, but they hold 40 gallons of liquid apiece. Holy shit. This dragon's gonna be hooked up to some IVs.
The pipes of haunting.
Oh, I'd like to ask the bartender if he knows of anybody in town who might be involved in questionable business transaction.
Okay. And he sidles up to you real close and says, what do you mean by questionable?
If a person was looking to procure mind-altering medications, who would I talk to? Basically, I'm hinting at asking him who sells drugs, but trying to still be elusive and not give up what I'm looking for exactly.
That depends on the type of capital you're running.
Let's say I'm looking for some quality product.
I might know a guy or two for a price.
I toss him another gold coin and see if that wets his beak.
That'll do nicely. There's a guy just south of town, lives in a shack, goes by the name of Jeb. He's got what you need.
Perfect.
Is Jeb by any chance a poor mountaineer?
Haha, no, he's not.
There's a thing called the Bag of Devouring, and it's literally just a bag where the bag is some extra-dimensional creature's mouth that you have to constantly feed.
Interesting concept.
What the fuck? Have I found anything that was left behind in Magic Man's store?
Nope, you found a pile of rat poop and a couple of dust bunnies.
This man has made me angry. His building will pay the price.
Oh dear.
You already bought it, may as well break it.
Yep. As I leave, I cast Produce Flame on the house.
Alright. The only thing that's flammable is roofs, but they're still very flammable, so...
What is it that's flammable?
The roof.
Oh, I thought you said
The
cubes.
roof.
Sorry,
The roof is on fire.
there's a shit ton of cube items in Wondrous. I'm just saying. That's why I'm fucked up on that. I was looking at Cubic Gate.
Oh, no, just the roof.
Is Clerk nearby me?
Is he?
In the tavern?
No, I am looking for the rest of the party. I assume I noticed the giant bursts of flame.
Okay, so Clerg is headed towards Fuhrer then?
Okay.
Yeah, that seems like a good way to walk.
I'm gonna exit the tavern, looking for Clerg, because I notice he's not around me. And I assume I notice this flame as well? Or explosion, or whatever it is.
Hard to miss.
Okay.
Brett lit the beacons.
I'm gonna basically have a thought that Clerg's done something else. Way over to the disaster zone.
Gonna go do damage control.
Basically, yes. Get my hard hat and caution dust on. Clerg, you Kool-Aid manned a wall in the dining hall on the last session.
It was in my way.
And Nate is not currently here, so I can't assume it's him burning down more buildings. And Brett owns the town, so I know he doesn't want to burn down his investment.
Surely he not that stupid.
Okay. Well, you set the roof ablaze, and the sparks easily fly between buildings. So you're gonna accidentally set the whole town on fire if you don't watch it.
I'm gonna watch it carefully and move proactively to make sure it doesn't spread to any other building. But also,
Okay.
I have a question. Since I have a bonus to my knowledge on dragons, is it possible for me to think real hard and find out about the existence of the Orb of the Dragons?
I don't think so.
It's related to human, dragon, and elf wars. Hold on, let me actually get the name for it. Orb of Dragonkind, I'm sorry.
That's actually really intuitive of you.
Something you wouldn't have expected from me, right?
Oh no!
You would have maybe heard a myth or a legend about this object.
I'm gonna make it my new goal to have this orb.
Okay.
Hopefully you'll gain some personality before we find it.
Oof.
Got him!
I took over the city. I'm plotting an industrial revolution.
Oh my gosh.
So I'm assuming we've made it up to his pyro antics.
Yes, and you can see that one singular building is on fire, the building where the magic shop used to be.
Okay, well, I guess no more magical rings and neck pieces.
Yeah, do we see the idiot who set this place on fire?
I don't know, Fuhrer, have you left the area?
I mean, I'm making sure the fire doesn't spread to other buildings.
Okay, so he's kind of buzzing around the building trying to make sure the flames don't spread.
Okay, I ask him who set the building on fire.
I did. The magic man abandoned us.
I look shocked. I assumed wrong.
I'm on, like, out of character. I actually think this little fucker has something to do with this. Because, like, I told the mayor to have everybody out of town by the end of the day, not midday.
Yeah, but he was squirrely to begin with.
True.
You did tell the mayor to get everyone out of town.
Yeah, but for him to have packed everything up that quickly from his shop...
It'd be almost like magic.
And where would he get access to magic?
Dragons!
Alright, is there any other commotion of people leaving town? Anything else?
No, in fact, no one seems to be in a hurry at all.
Can I go check the blacksmith?
I'd like to tell Plurg that I have a job. But just... Yeah.
I really want to be.
Would you like to accompany me to a house call?
Clerk got nothing better to do.
If you guys can wait for me to go to the blacksmith, I want to go too. I feel kind of not useful lately.
That's alright. Take care of your blacksmith stuff. We're gonna go handle some personal business. I just need Clarendus muscle.
Oof.
Okay.
And we're gonna make our way to was it Bob?
Jeb.
We're gonna go to Jeb's Crab Shack? Jeb's Shack at the edge of town.
Jeb's Crab Shack, really?
It was an opportunity. I couldn't miss it.
It's a pun of opportunity.
A pun of opportunity.
Is that like vicious? Is that like vicious mockery?
Yeah. So we're gonna make our way down yonder.
Alright. And Fuhrer makes his way to the blacksmith to find the man. Not only has he not packed up, he's actually started several different projects and is currently working on them.
So first and foremost, I am going to ask him if he has any better swords to replace my short sword with.
Did you get your short sword from him?
No. It was just one that I had from the start of the game.
Gotcha, because he was going to be offended. Yeah, I think I can help you out. Just give me that other one, and I'll use it and make you something better.
Sweet. I'm also going to ask him about how long has the Magic Man been in the village?
Well, that squirrely little fucker, maybe 2 months.
Yeah. Interesting. So there weren't any magicians or anything in the city before then?
Nope.
Interesting. By the way, do you happen to know... hold on. There's an item. Do you happen to know anywhere that might have bracers of archery?
You are kind of metagaming right now, you know that.
Fine. Do you have anything that can help me shoot better?
There you go. Well, I can think of a couple of places. Try the,
Eye doctor?
I hate you so much.
The library. I heard they got a dummy's guide to archery in there.
Oh.
I'm sure the town guard has some practice dummies you can shoot at.
That's actually what the guy was going to recommend.
You know what? Fine. I go and I practice with my arrows all day, doing nothing else.
Okay.
Motherfuckers. I rolled for my first one. I rolled a 16. Do I hit the dummy?
Yes, you hit the dummy.
An 11. Do I hit the dummy?
You do hit the dummy.
Another 16. Does that still hit?
It does.
Okay, what's the minimum that I have to hit? Wait, I don't have to keep asking.
It's a straw dummy, so 7.
7, okay. Alright, you guys go on. I'll be doing this a while.
Alright.
I can't wait till he misses.
Oh, wait.
As we make our way to the shack, I fill Clerg in on what's going on. Just letting him know there's a guy in a shack at the end of town that might have a business opportunity for us. And I need him to intimidate, but not kill.
So just hurt.
Put the fear of God in him. That's our goal.
Hey, I rolled a nat 1.
That sucks. You took an
The
arrow.
dummy hits you. Oh my god, that's beautiful. Arrow to the knee.
Right, well, he used to be a ranger.
So I take it, is Jeb in?
So you're walking up, are you gonna just knock, or are you gonna just barge in?
Perception check first.
The clerk would like to barge in.
Okay. I roll perception, Clerk pushes past me and barges in.
Okay. Upon walking in, Clerg, the door falls off in your hand, first of all.
Fair.
Second of all, you don't see much in the room. It's very, very dirty. And
Is anyone inside?
what?
Is there anyone inside the room?
Yeah, there's a pile of rags in the corner, which upon closer inspection appears to be a man.
Okay. I want to walk up, grab him by his rags, pick him up, and ask where Jeb is.
And up with him comes what looks to be like an old-timey liquor jug.
Mm-hmm.
And he looks at you kind of with one eye open and one eye halfway closed. He's like, why do you want to know?
I look at I look at my companion and ask, why we want to know.
I walk through the broken down door at this point and look at this guy suspended in the air from Clerg and tell him that I heard he's the guy that pushes various products around town that may or may not be legal.
And the guy gets like as excited as a drunk guy can get and kind of hiccups a little bit and pukes all over your shoes.
Nice. I'd like to... What kind of check do I need to make to see if I can tell if he's a user versus the actual seller?
Probably medicine.
Yeah,
I think it'd be in perception, investigation, or insight. Something like that, wouldn't it?
Well, medicine to see if he's never mind.
medicine would be to see what he was using, but
Yeah.
to see he is a user, it'd probably be insight.
Insight? Wow. Well, that's a 23, so I'm assuming that.
This guy is a user, and he is gone.
Okay, well. At that point, I'd like to use my cantrip here, and we're going to go all thaumaturgy on him. So I start glowing, window shutters start shaking, the ground starts shaking. You see me radiating with anger, and I just tell him, I want to know where you get your stuff.
And he pisses and shits all over himself at the same time.
How you feeling holding that, clerk?
It's dripping from him.
I'm going to need you to start talking, or my buddy Clerg over here is going to start rearranging your face.
I growl.
The guy starts crying, like actually crying. Okay, go, it's like a mile that way, and he points into the forest. Just leave me alone, man.
What am I looking for to know I am where I need to be?
No, but yeah, and he's gonna he soils himself again. And just has a fit, it appears, because he starts foaming at the mouth a little bit.
Okay. I tell him that from now on, if he needs something, he comes to me. He doesn't go to anybody else. He comes to me or Clerg. And if we find out he's been using anybody else, all hell will break loose. And we're gonna know. And he needs to tell all of his friends the same thing. We control the movement of product now.
You're the one that knocks.
I am the one that knocks.
With that, I drop him in his puddle of own waste.
Alright, let's go make some money, Clerg.
Okay.
Nice.
You always sound so defeated.
I like how we now have Heisenberg and Jesse in the party.
Yeah, and one guy that's trying to buy a town and run it.
Yeah, I saw your business opportunity and I just took
Can't
it.
run the town without the underworld.
I mean, like, how else are we going to keep people coming back? You get them hooked on drugs, they have to come back. Especially when they're the only available in our town.
Out of game, my thought process is you own the town, I own the undertown.
Hey, there you go.
Co-own, I should say. Clerg is definitely a partner in this.
All I have to say is as long as people don't die needlessly.
Well, I can't promise anything.
No. We don't murder recklessly in the town.
It's not murder if they do it to themselves.
I stand by
Like you're
my
Johnny
stand.
Law.
In order for it to be a peaceful town, we have to carefully regulate the drug trade.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, all hell breaks loose, and then everything goes to shit, and then our town burns down.
What
You
can I
act like that's not the end goal anyway.
The
I was about to
dragons,
say.
the dragons are only along the way. The end goal is taking over the country.
With the way things have been going, we're basically just gonna burn town to town to town until we get to a city that we can't burn down.
With the intent to take over every time we get there. This town will last our rule.
You guys have kind of, I don't know, become the monsters?
We saved some people.
Yeah.
And we paid a lot of money in this town. We stimulated local economy quite a
You
bit.
say monster, I say benevolent occupying force.
Benevolent. That does not go with the other.
Have we,
Those three words not mad.
have we, and by we I mean has Clerg killed anyone that didn't attack him first?
You raise points.
And I heal people. This is just a different kind of healing.
I gave the town a
If
more
they're dumb
reasonable
enough to
leader.
Yes.
If they're dumb enough to swing a clerk, they get what they get.
So I take it we take off towards the woods there in the direction that homie was pointing at?
I assume we do we?
Alrighty. Let's make our way into the forest and see if we can locate this source.
Alright.
Why do I feel like we've become Pinky in the Brain?
It's kind of a Pinky-esque situation. It's interesting. Fuhrer, what are you doing currently? Still practicing?
I'm shooting arrows.
He's throwing his hissy fit.
Honestly, I'm doing this in the hopes that through ridiculous amounts of practice, I might get another +1 to hit.
I was considering giving you that, so yeah. It takes you most of the entire day. But you do get a +1 because of that amount of practice you just did.
Yay.
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 Maybe now I can hit things.
I can't wait for the next fight. Nat 1.
Swear to God. I'll just break my bow and then actually go take over the mayor's office and just sit in office. Like, yes, I was an adventurer until 3 battles in a row I contributed nothing. I figured politics would be the proper role after that.
I mean, you might just need to go mage. The only time you've done damage is with your fire hands.
Which was quite a bit of damage, too.
I'm about to say, you took out 2 guys in 1 hit, so.
And almost a third. Okay, I'm gonna switch to practicing with my swords now.
Okay.
It's not that I'm throwing a hissy fit. I legitimately feel bad that I've not contributed much.
And I take it, out in the woods, are we noticing anything? House, people, a rock with a hidey
Drugged
hole?
out hippies.
Nope.
Coachella? No.
Shut up.
It's more of a Bonnaroo vibe out in the forest currently.
Yeah, I was gonna say Coachella be the desert, yeah.
There's currently some pipes that when the wind blows through them, they play music.
Kyle, play the sound of your people. Call them.
Wait, hold on. Was it just me, or in the last session, did we not all assume there was a concert happening whenever Clerk broke through the wall? Just remember.
He comes through. All he hears is, and cut!
Oh my
Alright. Do
So
we
we're
see
wandering
anything, hear anything?
Nope.
Nothing. Okay. Is my passive investigation picking up anything? Or passive perception? Or passive insight?
What are those numbers?
14 to perception, 10 to investigation, and 16 to insight.
Nope.
Not the
All
answer
right.
I'm looking for.
Clerg wants to yell as loud as he can and see if anything reacts.
Okay. What are you yelling? Are you just ah?
Yeah, just roaring.
Okay. A few birds startle, but nothing happens.
Okay.
I think that fucker
Clerg.
lied to us.
Clerg bored.
Alright, let's head back to town. I'm gonna go have a talk with Jeb.
Clerg coming too.
Okay. Let's both go have a talk to Jeb. So we're gonna head back to Jeb's place and see if he's still there.
Okay. Oh boy. As you arrive, the shack that was there is no longer. A bare bit of ground is where it stood. No sign of the junkie you had an encounter with.
I'm not worried about the junkie at this part. I mean, at this point, you know, the
There
house.
any sign of rubble, anything
Nope.
where the house was?
Nope.
Just grass? bare ground.
Yup.
Strange things are afoot at the Circle K. Okay, well, we're gonna head back into town then, or I'm gonna head back into town since clearly this isn't gonna get us anywhere. I'm gonna go see what Fuhrer's up to.
Okay, Fuhrer, what are you up to?
Still trying to train. I must be better.
Cleric's gonna walk around the edge of town and see if anything seems off.
Okay, Cleric, what are your numbers? Your passive, all three.
10, 9, and 10.
Don't know anything, notice anything out of the ordinary.
Okay. I'll walk back towards the middle of town. And keep an eye out for any purple cloaks or any of that bullshit.
Okay.
I'm gonna head back to the blacksmith to check on the status of my new sword.
He is halfway through making it.
Yeah, cool.
And completely ignores you.
Yeah, fair enough.
Add a game question here.
Yes.
But can I break a dragon rib down into smaller pieces and still have them as dragon bones?
Theoretically, yes. It'd take a lot of effort.
Okay, that's good to know for next time.
I'm gonna look around. Is there like an apothecary?
There is.
I'm gonna go to the apothecary.
Alright. You walk in. The shopkeep says, "Hey, my name's Jeb. How can I help you?"
Hey, Jeb. I am looking for some poisons.
Well, I think I can help you, for a price.
Alright, well, what do you have and what are your prices?
I got, these three here, and he lays down 3 vials of varying shades of green.
Okay, and what do they do?
Same poison, just depends on how quick you want to do it.
Okay, what is the poison and what are the quickness?
What are the quickness? Let's see. This one here, and he picks up the lightest green. This would do you, this could kill a grown man, and I'd say about 2 hours.
Okay.
The full vial.
Okay.
Tastes absolutely terrible, though. You'd have to mix it with something.
I'm sorry.
And,
say that again?
I said tastes absolutely terrible. You'd have to mix it with something.
So you've tasted it?
No.
Can I do insight to see if he's lying?
Yeah.
That's a 20.
Okay, he's not lying.
Okay. That was suspicious. Okay, sorry, go on. I don't trust easily. I apologize.
That's okay.
I listened to a lot of edgy music in high school. You understand how it is.
I do.
Cleric is gonna walk off towards Fuhrer and try to catch up to him.
Alright.
I'm just gonna ask how much of the poison is and if he can treat a couple of arrows with it.
The 2 hour one? Oh, I'd say 5 gold.
And to treat it onto an arrow?
I'll do that for free. I haven't done that in a while.
Okay. Can you treat a sword, a dagger with it?
I'd imagine so. There's enough here to do both.
Let's do 3 daggers. coated with that.
Alrighty. No arrows?
No arrows. We'll do daggers.
Alright. And he takes your weapons and the potion into the back room. I will work on this. Might take me a couple hours.
Alrighty. I'm gonna step outside and kind of look around and see if I can see the other two.
Alright. You can see Clerg clomping his way down the main drag.
I wave my hand at him. Hey! Might have found a fun replacement for the Magic Man.
I jog up to him.
This guy's got poisons. Some fella named Jeb.
Jeb. We were looking for a Jeb.
I mean, he was in here. What did he do?
Healy, look for him. Verikosh,
Right.
talk to him.
Am I near them? Can I hear what's going on at this point?
Are you near them? Did you follow Clerg?
Well, I went back to go see what Führer was doing, and he was still training.
Ah, so you would have followed Führer.
Yeah. So I assume that I'm kind of with them at this point.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to make our way back. Well, I'm going to make my way back over there to see if Jeb is still there.
Oh no, I didn't walk far from the place. I just walked out the door.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to go inside.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with.
Like, I'm moving with a purpose. You can tell I'm a little heated at this point. And I'm going to go inside.
walk in behind him.
I walk in as well and go, "Hey Jeb, you got a second?"
Silence. No response.
Mm.
And then a sudden slam, like a door slamming shut.
Wow, that's cute.
Let's go check this out, boys.
Alright, yeah, we're gonna go investigate that.
All right.
I'm gonna go towards the stand of the slamming door.
Yep.
All right. That is in the back room of the shop. So we're Jeb here too with your weapons.
I'm gonna go ahead and have my longbow equipped with an arrow knocked, and then just ready action if anybody comes at us aggressively to fire.
I'm just gonna punch the door open.
All right. So you punch it, and no one's back there. Just a bunch of tchotchke, mismatch metal, and your weapons are nowhere to be found, nor is the poison.
Feel
So
like
I'm gonna
getting
fill.
punished for metagaming whenever I went about it in a really smart way.
I'm going to grab as much of the little metal odds and ends as I can and throw them in my bag.
Okay.
I'm gonna do an investigation check and see if I can detect a trap door or a hidden passage of some kind that he's using as a little escape route.
Oh yeah, be my guest.
Yeah, I'll roll an investigation as well.
Well, that's an 11, so.
That was almost a nat 20. I got a 6.
Nope, you don't find anything. Just a partially empty room.
So I'm gonna
Clerg's gonna
fill.
look around too.
Oh,
What?
sorry.
Clerg is gonna look around too, see if he can see anything.
Swear to God, if you roll a nat 20.
14.
Ain't bad.
So fucking close, I swear. No, you don't find anything.
Are there any, like, rats in the back room?
No, but there are rat droppings.
I would like to cast Speak with Animals on myself.
Okay.
and I would like to try to communicate with any animals that might be right in the near vicinity. Hopefully
All right.
rats. I'm assuming rats. I'm going with rats. It's a poison shop. There has to be at least one rat living here.
There's quite a few rats.
I asked them to come out, and if they can help us, I'll provide them with cheese and food.
Most of, like, the places where anywhere a rat could possibly be, a rat comes out of. So
I crouch down and I introduce myself. I'm assuming whichever one is their leader introduces himself.
okay.
Ratstifer.
Yeah, he squeaks at you.
I ask him if he knows of any ways in and out of this room that are not the door we came through, that are hidden.
I mean, he says, well, I am a rat. I fit through most holes.
Well, whenever you're my size, not your size. Your size is way more convenient for that.
I don't know of any.
Did you guys see the guy that just came back here a few minutes ago?
What guy?
The gentleman that just walked through the door before we
No.
did?
No?
Can
I'm
you
doing a
roll-
perception check to see if I hear anything or, like people kind of moving behind the scenes or anything like that.
Beyond the demented squeaking going on? But yeah, sure.
I go ahead and start breaking apart.
Oh, that's a
cheese and
19.
bread.
That was a 19?
Yeah, that's a 19.
Dang, okay.
My perception's much better.
All you can hear is scuttling, like rats running through the walls.
Okay.
And you said you were breaking up bread, Fuhrer?
Yeah, bread and cheese to toss amongst the rats, and then I was going to ask them to spread out throughout the city, not disturbing the people looking for Jeb.
Okay. Yeah, they happily do so after your provided meal.
Maybe I should
Can I
have
tell-
the goddamn druid.
Can I tell which one Brett was talking to out of this pile of rats?
Do you have any kind of speak with animals sort of spell or ability?
I have the ability to telekinetically communicate with any living creature within 30 feet.
Okay. So you see... Yeah, you can tell which rat he was talking to.
Okay, I'm gonna reach down and grab that rat.
He is not going to appreciate that. You're gonna get bit.
I'm going
Let's
to,
roll.
put my hand up, hold on. Why are we grabbing him?
I have a thought, but I want to pick him up and have him under control before I start verbalizing.
I'm going to explain to the rat, hey, this is my party member. He is a healer. He wants to talk to you. He usually can talk to people telekinetically, so he should be able to talk to you differently than I do. Do you mind if he picks you up?
And the rat just kind of does a little rat shrug. Sure.
Okay. So I'm gonna pick him up and stick him in one of my barrels temporarily, so he can't get out.
All right.
And then I'm going to propose my thought, saying everything that's going on here. So we went and looked for a Jeb earlier, and he sent us out into the woods to find somebody. When we came back, he was gone, and so was his house. Not as in, like, it burned down, as in it just disappeared.
So, like,
And now
magic.
you're saying... Exactly. Now you're saying this guy in here was named Jeb, and now everything in here has mysteriously disappeared. And the one that you're talking to, the rat, is now talking and pretends that he didn't see anything, or is saying he didn't see anything, which makes me think that now we have a shapeshifter or some kind of druid on our hands that is changing into a rat, easily unidentified and miss. But I think something more nefarious is going on.
Where's the barrel?
On the counter.
Not anymore.
God damn it. Nice. Anybody else notice that?
Should we roll a perception?
It's a
I
pretty
don't
big barrel.
Oh, it's a pretty damn big barrel.
It holds 40 gallons of liquid, Brett. It's just not something you miss.
Do you remember the
The
last
barrel
place you
is
said it?
no longer there.
It is not, and you can hear wood rolling against wood.
Can I detect which direction it's coming from or where it's coming from?
Outside.
I'm gonna go
All right.
outside.
Claire's
What do
going
I
to take the shortest path through. If it's through a wall, it's through a wall, and chase the sound.
Okay. All right. So you three are pursuing a barrel that is rolling downhill at speed.
Yay!
I think I have something for that.
I'm gonna run it and try to
Is cleric near
tackle
enough for
it,
me
basically.
to touch?
What?
Is cleric near enough for me to touch?
I don't know. Is he?
Cleric, are you near enough for me to touch before you walk through the wall?
I assume so, if we piled into the room.
Okay, I'm gonna tap him on the shoulder and cast jump on him. And then tell him, have fun. You can now jump and catch up to it.
And Claire's gonna do just that and try to jump in front of the barrel.
Okay. So you jump and make me an athletics check.
It only lasts for 1 minute, by the way.
15?
Speed.
What'd you get?
15?
Okay, yeah, you successfully jump in front of the barrel and stop it from rolling.
Okay, I want to put my hands over both sides of it and pick it up over my head. And shake it.
It appears there's nothing in the barrel.
Sit it down, rip the lid off, and see if there's anything inside.
There is nothing in the barrel.
Something strange going on.
Something wicked this way comes.
It looks like there's an unforeseen deity rolling against us. Dun, dun.
Haha, rolling.
All right.
All
well,
right.
I'm
Once
gonna
again,
ask for
Clerg
my
would
girl
like
back.
to look around and see if he can see or hear or smell or anything out of place or strange.
Roll perception, and the other two can roll too if they'd like.
I got a 14.
Okay.
I got a 13.
Okay.
I got a natural 1.
A natural what?
You put the barrel on your head and looked around.
Yep, I rolled a natty 1.
All right. Well, the two that passed the check,
So obviously Varikosh and Cleric. Alright.
yeah, here what can only be presumed to be a bunch of squeaking in a very upset manner, and
Okay. Oh, sorry.
which transforms just halfway into the sound into a man cursing under his breath.
Is it
And then-
somebody I recognize?
Running footsteps and silence, and yes, it is Jeb's voice.
I take off immediately in
I
pursuit.
go in pursuit.
I cast Hunter's Mark on him as soon as I see him.
All right, yeah. So he was running laterally away from you guys and turned a corner. So I guess you're trying to catch up to him.
Yep. And now I
Yeah.
have advantage on any perception or survival checks to find him.
All right.
I want to take off after the other two.
Don't forget to take the barrel off your head first.
Oh, yeah, I want that
Shut
barrel
up,
back.
I have plans for this barrel.
No. That's my barrel.
I am
I want
still
that barrel
holding
back.
the barrel, by the way.
Don't you break my
Alright.
barrel.
Gay.
As we're chasing him, is he already out of sight?
No.
What's his distance?
No, he's gonna sprint. Like, he is currently sprinting, so if you guys are not, he's going to be out of sight very soon.
What's his distance from us?
Probably 25 or 30 feet out.
Okay, I'd like to cast Sacred Flame at him.
Okay. What does Sacred Flame do?
Flame-like radiance descends on a creature that you can see within range, which is 60 feet. Target must succeed on a dex save throw or take 1d8 radiant damage. Target gains no benefit from cover for the saving throw.
Okay.
Spells damage... Yeah, that's... Okay. So let's give him a 5 for damage.
Okay.
And I want to jump towards the fire that just went off.
I'm gonna take... Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Is jump still? Sorry, is jump still in effect on me? Has the minute passed yet?
It'll be not in effect very soon. If you're going to use it, this will be your last chance.
Yep, I'm gonna jump as hard as I can towards that.
Towards the flame or towards him?
Towards the dude who just got hit with Sacred Flame.
Okay.
Towards Jeb.
Towards Jeb. Okay.
They may
All
have
right.
a dragon, but we have a clerg.
So, because of his proximity to you, and the fact that you jumped magically augmented, the impact definitely knocks him off his feet. It bends him, and probably breaks a couple of ribs.
Ooh. I want to grab him and pick him up and smack him against the closest wall.
Alright, he is struggling to breathe. Like, going blue in the face, struggling to breathe.
I yell at Clerg not to kill him, but maybe take a kneecap or two.
As soon as he says kneecap or two, I'm gonna aim my arrows at him, and I'm gonna
shit.
shoot at his kneecap.
You gonna shoot him in his knee?
Yes.
Okay.
Somebody else has to feel the pain I felt earlier today.
If you hit me...
I got a 19.
Thank God.
That definitely hits.
I want my gold back, god damn it. Does that kind of pin him to the wall so that Clerk doesn't have to chokehold him?
Yeah, I mean, he's not going anywhere.
Okay. I'm gonna let him go, and he said take a kneecap or two, so I'm gonna try and rip his kneecaps out.
Oh.
Clerk very literal.
I tried to take care of that by doing what I did, god damn it. This poor man's gonna bleed the fuck out before we can question him.
I don't know, he might.
Don't worry, I got him. He's not gonna die. I'll keep resurrecting this fucker until I get what I want.
Okay, well, you guys have pinned him to the wall.
Alright.
I literally yank his kneecaps out if I can and hand them to Verakosh. Here you go.
You do, with almost too much ease. And he
You
screams.
said you wanted these.
He screams in pain continuously. Even after I'm done ripping him, he's still screaming.
I'm gonna kind of make a face. Not of shock, but of one of those of like, yeah, okay, I can see where this went wrong. But then I'm gonna remember my anger and get right back into pissed off mode and just completely forget about the kneecaps that he handed me. I feel like my guy's starting to get the vibe of these people.
I just love the idea. Like, I could just imagine it just like, huh. Yeah, I did tell him to give me kneecap. Take a kneecap or two. I can't even be mad at him. I can be mad at this fucker.
No, I'm gonna ask him what the hell is going on here. What the hell's going on here? There we go.
He's still screeching in pain.
Okay. I'm gonna do a mending on him and tell him to shut the fuck up.
Okay, he does.
Okay.
I walk up and demand my gold back.
He digs around in his pockets, pats his pockets, gets a really, scared look on his face, and just kind of shrugs.
I crouch down and put my dagger to his, or my Dragon Slayer rapier to his throat. Because this guy has all my daggers.
Had he had them, he has lost them.
That is unfortunate for him.
I tell him he needs to start talking now, or I'm gonna make the next rest of his life a living hell. Because
What do you want? What do you want
gonna destroy him, and I'm gonna bring him back.
What do you want me to say?
I want to know what's going on. You sent me and Clerg on a wild goose chase into the woods, and we come back, you and your house are gone. Now all of a sudden you're in a store taking my friend's belongings and then disappearing with them. And then when we finally figure out that you're a rat, you take off running from us in our barrel and then continue on before we have to forcibly stop you. And now you supposedly don't know what's going on or have any of the stuff that you took. So you better start talking, bud.
I don't know about the business in the shack.
I tap him with my rapier so it shocks him a little bit.
He just makes a yeet sound. I don't. I said I don't.
That's
But,
not all he asked you. Keep talking.
Well,
Tap him again.
So yeah, okay. So for the shop business, yes, I am a changeling. Thank you for noticing. I really was going to finish your arrows and your daggers and whatnot and poison them for you, but I was rudely interrupted by these two.
No.
And how were you
Couldn't be
interrupted by
interrupting
them?
you. You disappeared when we came in.
I grab him
You were
by
already gone.
I grab him by the hair on his head and look him straight in the eye with my rapier pointing straight under his chin.
He screws up his face in pain and says, "What? Well, they were looking for me. Why else would you be looking for me?"
Oh.
So you were listening to our private conversation. That seems like a fault all on its own, worthy of death.
You have a conversation on someone's front porch. What do you expect?
But I bought this town.
I don't care.
I tap him with the rapier.
He makes that high pitch. Yeet!
You should.
So you're not the same Jeb that we ran into down at the shack?
To be fair, it was never said that he was Jeb.
That guy was not Jeb.
Oh, I thought you said he was Jeb.
Nope.
Brett said he was Jeb. His name was Jeb.
No. The guy on the outskirts of the town was not Jeb. That wasn't who you talked to. That was just a junkie that told you to go look for Jeb a mile away. What are you peddling? I tap him after I say that. How much are you peddling it for? Tap him again. And where are your profits to turn over to us?
I got,
I tap him. You're taking too long with your answers.
I got all kinds of stuff. Let me, you want me to show you? I don't have a list.
Don't worry. You just tell us where it is, and we're gonna go look through it.
We can even play hot and cold. Claire, do you want to play hot and cold, finding his stash?
Okay.
So what Cleric's gonna do is he's gonna pick you up. And every time we're cold, you get shocked. And you can't lie either. Because Verikosh is gonna find that out.
Yeah, by the way, you can't lie to me. I think it's one of my features or traits.
Okay, let's go.
All
Back
right.
to my.
No, we're playing hot and
I
cold,
pick
Jeb.
him up. I pick him up none too gently and face the way we were running away from where we were.
Are we going hot or cold, Jeb?
Away from where you were running?
Yeah,
Mhm.
kind of like back towards the
Like-
apothecary.
Hot.
Okay. I walk forward about 20 feet, stop.
Hot.
Walk forward 20 feet, stop.
Hot.
Why don't
Walk.
you tell us where we're going so that we don't have to continue this? And you
told
get shocked less.
the cellar of my shop.
Oh,
Okay.
the one that you lied about. I did tell you got shocked if you lied. I tap him.
I would eat. What?
When you were a mouse, you said there was no other place in the room.
I was a rat. What do you expect a rat to do?
Tell the truth.
Alright. Clerg walks him back to the shop, shakes him. Where?
There's a door under the counter. You'll have to move the counter.
Okay. I kick the counter out of the way.
It's down there. And there's a trap door in the floor.
Well, you're coming with,
Oh.
but that way we don't end up making accidents.
I grab him by the neck and jump through the trap door.
All right. You hit it.
Follow.
You hit a dirt floor.
Okay. What's in there?
It's pretty dark. Lots of scuttling rats.
I ask him where the light switch is and remind him that if he can't tell me, I can always light him on fire again.
What's a light switch?
That's a
No, I
fair
said
question.
where the
How do you
light.
see?
My bad, excuse me. Where's a light source for us to see down here? How do you see down here?
I'm a rat.
I use my
Wait.
cantrip produce flame, but I'm just gonna hold it in my hand.
Okay.
I think I can see in low light. Is that one of the ones? Don't mind. I see. No, I can't. Alright, sorry.
It's all good. We got fire.
Okay, well. I light the edge of his coat on fire there.
Okay.
And
Okay. What can we see in the flame? Or with the light from the fire?
Can I ask a quick out of character question?
Yes.
Is this actually part of the story that we're supposed to be following along? Because I would find it hilarious if we somehow stumbled across a side story.
So no, it's not. Ad-libbing for you guys.
I was about to say, honestly, I was starting to think like she's like, nope, you're not getting that. Fuck you.
No, this is my stuff.
Mhm.
Good.
Do we
So,
see
do we see
anything down
anything
there?
fun in the newly produced light?
You do indeed. Thousands of rat eyes glowing in the darkness. And a crate.
Cool.
And a what?
A creature.
A crate.
Oh, a crate.
Yeah.
So Clerg's gonna go over and keep the dude we're harassing in his hand and go and rip the top off the crate.
Okay. You find. Make a medicine check.
Just Clerg?
Does a 19 pass?
It does. What, glinting in the light, what you have found are a crate full of about 300 vials of dragon blood.
Okay, I'm gonna put them all in my bag of holding.
Hey, clerk. Sharing is caring.
I grabbed Jeb by the hair again. I thought you said that was your best poison back at your shop.
Ah! It's not poison! That's the good stuff.
Yeah, I'm putting it all in my bag.
And where is your gold?
I keep it in the counter you just kicked over.
I'm gonna look at the other two and ask if they're okay to watch this while I go gather the gold.
No, I mean, I just put all of his dragon blood in my bag, so I'm good.
Okay, I'm gonna go look for the gold in the remains of the counter that I'm sure is strewn about the entire front room of this building.
It is, yes.
As I follow, I make sure that we're keeping Jeb with us. Or who has
Yeah,
Jeb?
I'll go ahead and grab Jeb by the neck again, and I'll hand 5 of the vials to Verikosh. Clerk's keeping the rest.
Mm-hmm.
This is how you get your ascended rage, by drinking dragon blood.
I think Clerk needs to rethink that partnership a little bit more there, bud.
I mean, you gave me 5, so I'm just giving you 5 now.
5 out of 50. I'm not saying I want half, but I think 100 is fair.
I'll give you 10.
Give me 50 and we'll forget this happened.
You did see what he did to a dragon, right?
Persuasion check.
That's probably not a good idea.
20.
Oh, that is a good idea.
All right. 30.
No, 50. That's what we agreed on. It's all right. You're gonna make plenty more
All
money.
right, I'll hand him. I'll hand him 50 vials. I'll keep the other 250.
Okay. Now we make our way back up.
Okay.
I tell you, Clerk's a great negotiator.
He's got that overwhelming force to really back up his negotiating. So investigation.
What are we seeing in the
for,
room?
Gold, I guess.
You don't really need to investigate. It's literally strewn about. Like, the bags that it was in burst open. It's all over the shop.
Okay. About how much is there?
Give or take about 300.
Okay. I split it up amongst the 3 of us and give everybody 100.
Alright.
Alright, man. I'll go ahead and throw you 5 vials of blood.
I shake my head. I'm okay.
Okay.
Thank you, though.
Now that we've shaken down and robbed this poor changeling.
Poor. He lied to us quite a bit, I think.
No. He lied to us. He had dragon's blood down there. There's only one thing or 2 things that can be done with that. So, I want to ask him what this dragon's blood was doing in his cellar.
Well, I mean, what I do. What do you think it was for?
Where did you get it?
No, that's for me to know and for you to find.
Are you sure you want to finish
that? I squeeze his neck a little bit.
Are you sure you want us to find out?
I mean, as he says, find out, you start hearing wing beats in the distance.
What kind of profits are you making here?
So, is Jeb technically prone right now?
I mean, technically he's grappled because Clerk has him by the whatever he grabbed him by.
Oh, excellent. So any attacks on him would have advantage, right?
Yeah.
I lean down and mention, tell us the truth now, or you would die.
And he...
I roll an intimidation check to go with that.
Alright.
That is
He kind
a 14.
Okay. He kind of scrabbles at his neck area and pulls out a medallion.
As soon as I see him start to move, I use Assassinate. Using
Okay.
my short sword.
Alright. What does that do again?
So Assassinate, as long as I have advantage on the attack roll, which where he's grappled, I get advantage for that. Assassinate adds 2d10 damage to a successful light-bladed weapon strike, which would be my short sword. And
Okay.
also, I have Hunter's Mark on him, so it's an extra d6 on there.
So you've killed him in one shot
I told him.
before he can pull whatever he was going to pull out. So he did.
Okay.
The wing
I
beat.
drop him.
So anybody else hear the wing beats outside?
Yeah, but I was driven by something else.
Yeah.
Opportunity.
Clove is gonna go outside.
I haven't gotten to kill
For the
something in
wings.
quite some time, Josh. Don't hold this against me.
Did we notice the sound of him not like whatever he was gonna pull out? Did we notice that hitting the floor? Hear a sound that's metallic, hearing it hit the floor. And
As
clack
soon
or
as
something?
Clerics drops him, I'm just gonna start searching his body because he had hit some
Oh.
shit. He's probably got other shit on his body.
Oh, he
There
does.
you go.
You
Okay, so we're searching.
find your weapons that you gave him.
Good. I re-equip my daggers.
Do I
And-
find anything else?
You find the medallion that he was going to pull out, which had the same emblem of the one you found before.
Fear, we needed that.
I go out towards the wing beats.
I follow
See if I
him.
can see where they're coming from.
There's a massive red dragon bearing down on the town, and I recommend we call it here so we can let people battle the dragon next time.
Okay.